right, what have we got? Hello, how are you? We have some problems here, first of all. The first problem I have that I have to deal with right now is that I need a beer. So, I'm going to take my Blue Jays glass, because I'm not really a sports fan, but I guess I bought this at Value Village, and I'm going to grab myself a beer. Hang on. Oh, no. Okay, so problem number 2. Get in there. Problem number 2. I just bottomed out my keg. And that's what you get when you bottom out your... Whoops, there we go. When you bottom out your keg. Toronto Blue Jays. Yeah, is it even... Yeah, I guess it is Toronto Blue Jays. I don't know. I like the glass. I don't care about what's on it. So I just bottomed out the keg. That's problem number 2. Sometimes things happen in threes, so we'll wait just a moment and wait till the third one I got to deal with. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, I brewed this live. I had to be 2 weeks ago, maybe 3. On my live broadcast on Friday night. And it was live. You guys, if those of you who were there, you saw me brew this one, and I've been drinking it, and it's gone, unfortunately. I think it's been 3 weeks. It's absolutely fantastic. It's gone. It's kind of like a bitter IPA. I don't know if that's there's such thing, but that's what I call it, because it was made with a Cooper's Bitter, English Bitter brew kit, and some hops, and some dry malt extract, and some dextrose. And it's delicious. I mean, yeah, it's got all that head on it because I just bottomed out my keg, and that's what happens. It sucks up all kinds of CO2 and whatnot. So the problem with that is problem number 2, and that means I've got to do this. That means I've got to drink some of this stuff here until I get my other stuff kegged. But that's okay, because by Friday during my live cast, that will have occurred. So we have no problem with that. Problem number 3 is that lately my homebrew... I'll explain this in a minute, don't worry. It's not a guillotine, don't worry. Lately my Homebrew Wednesday videos have been late. And I find that to be a problem. I don't know if you do. I think that some people want to come home on a Wednesday afternoon and sit down and watch some Homebrew Wednesday videos. And maybe mine is one of them. And it's not there. It's not Homebrew Thursday, it's not Homebrew Tuesday, it's Homebrew Wednesday. And so I apologize for this happening, and I'm going to attempt to fix it. The reason for it is because Mondays and Tuesdays for me are kind of weird, and I have a lot going on. And I always plan on doing my Homebrew Wednesday videos on Tuesday night so that they're uploaded and ready to go for Wednesday, but often Tuesday night doesn't work out because I'm often tired and I go to bed early and I don't get to make the video. And I think, well, I'll get up early Wednesday morning, but I can't. I mean, I like to drink a beer while I'm making the video. I almost spilt it over my records. But I can't have a beer for breakfast in the morning. I mean, yeah, I've done it before, but it's not normal for me to do that. So I think what I'll have to do is basically just make these on Monday night. And then they're ready because Tuesday night, again, it's not a drinking night for me, and I don't have a lot of time, and I'm very tired on Tuesdays. So I will fix this. I will make sure that next week my Homebrew Wednesday video is available on Wednesday as per schedule. And even if I have to sit here and twiddle my thumbs because I got no subject matter, I'll make sure it's out, okay? So I apologize for that. Now, a couple things. You noticed the shirt. I'm sure you did. And you haven't seen this before. And surprisingly enough, neither have I. My shirt designer, TG T-Shirts, decided to come up with a new design and surprise me with a sample. So it says home brewing on that side, and we've got WCRAIG radio on that side, and we've got the CraigTube thing with the addresses and the home brewing thing. But that's not all. On the back, and I hope you guys can see this, WCRAIG. So that is my live broadcast on Friday nights. I'm thinking about it as a radio show. And somebody came up with, one of my helpers came up with the idea of WCRAIG radio. Because we do play a lot of music on the broadcast. So I'm okay with that, and we've got some sweepers that go along with that, thanks to my voiceover professional Optimod. And I got a great team of people working for me, but this is awesome. I like it. So if you guys want one, let me know. We can make these available to the public. If you want one, just let us know. And I'm sure that TG T-shirts would be more than happy to print some more and send them out. And that's absolutely up to you. Absolutely up to you guys. So I've got a second one here that I've got. So I'll just hold that up just in case you didn't see the first one. And that's how it looks. These are extra large. That's because I like extra large. I like big shirts. Plus they shrink a little bit when you put them in the wash. So let me know if you want one. I know some of you guys have already bought a lot of you guys have already bought oh, here comes my furnace. Hang on, I'll turn off the switch. There. That way. It's too noisy. Okay. So a lot of you guys have already bought the other shirts and whatnot, and they're still available. So, it's not a big deal. We come out with new ones every once in a while, and if anyone wants one, tgtshirts.com. All right, enough of that. I don't want to sound like I'm an infomercial. This thing here, it's simply a piece of cardboard. There's a heat duct here that blows air down like this. And right down beside me here are my turntables. And when I'm playing vinyl, I don't want air blowing down on my turntable. So I've got that there. It makes the air go straight down instead of over there. That's all that is. So just in case you wondered. So I find new places to film every week because I like to change the background. And my camera right now is on a shelf along with all my 8 tracks and a lot of other stuff I've got stored there. It's just, I got it sitting there, so it works. Right now, the house smells amazing. That's it. That's the end of it. Bye. Bye-bye. That was a good beer. That was a good beer. It was kind of off the seat of my pants, live broadcast. You know what? I got some extra hops. Let's throw those in. I didn't even know what they were. They weren't even labeled because the ink wore off the bag. So we just threw them in. And the live viewers, they loved it. It was a lot of fun. And the beer tasted great. So that's how easy home brewing is. Really. I mean, you can take it seriously, which all of us like to do at times. And get a recipe down and, get down in there and really, do it and make it right. Make it fit within a style or something that you want, or try to emulate a specific beer that you like, and that's all good. But what we did there is we just I got a beer kit and I got some hops. I don't know. Let's just throw it together and see what happens. And you know what? It worked. Now, I have to admit, I've had a lot of brewing experience, and I've had a lot of experience with kits, and quite a bit of experience with partial mashes and mini mashes and partial extract brews. Not a ton of experience with all grain. I have done them. I've done several. And I'm probably going to do one for the SJ Pour Challenge as well. But when you brew, and the more you brew, the better at it you get. It's just like cooking. It's just like cooking. The more you cook, the better at it you're going to get. And you're going to do, things in the kitchen that you wouldn't normally do because you're like, well, geez, the recipe calls for that. But I don't have that, so I'm going to use that instead because I know it'll work and I can improvise. And so that takes me back to the fact that my house right now smells amazing. So I've got something cooking upstairs and I can't show you. Well, I can. I guess I could. All right, we'll grab the camera and we'll go up. Excuse the camera work. All right, let's go up into the kitchen. Oh, there's my dog. Sorry, Daisy, you can't go out at this very moment. I'm busy. And so what we've got right now, sorry, I've got, so there's something there, but what's really going on is in there. That is cabbage rolls. And that's what that is, cabbage rolls. So I'm testing out a recipe to see if I might want to do it for a Craig's Kitchen. I don't make cabbage rolls very often, and there's a million ways to do it. And I actually didn't have all the ingredients that I normally would use, so I improvised. And if this works, I think it might even be better than my original recipe. So we'll see. Now, when you make cabbage rolls, you often end up with leftover cabbage. And, sorry, I'm a bit of a knife hooer. I got lots of, you dirty one knife, you just use another one, whatever. That's my good one, actually, right there. The other two are just kind of Walmart things, but they work very well if you sharpen them properly or reset them with a steel. So here, we've got leftover cabbage, and we're just making a curry, right? So that's what you do with the leftover cabbage when you make cabbage rolls. You make something else out of it. That's the way I cook. I don't waste anything. And we make things out of other things, and that's just going to simmer away. And when all the liquid dries out, I'm going to fry that up with some butter and make a curry. It's already got all the spices and everything in it, and some tomato sauce, and it's just going to be delicious. It's good stuff. So that's that. And let's go back downstairs. I really don't want to edit this video as much as possible, so I'm just going to do it continuously, and you guys have to deal with the the movements and whatnot, camera work and everything. So we'll put this back here. I'm not inebriated or drunk or anything like that, as I was the other week. And yes, sorry about that. About 2 weeks ago, I was, it happens, it happens. Make sure I'm in the center here. Okay. So here we are back, and I haven't bought any new vinyl lately. I actually bought one today. Vinyl, but I'm a little embarrassed. It's Anne Murray, Greatest Hits, and you know what? She's a great singer. I don't care, right? She's a great singer, and she's been around for a long time. She's got a lovely daughter who has anorexia. They're dealing with that. Her daughter sings like a bird as well. Beautiful singer. And so I was watching some interviews on YouTube with Anne Murray, and she's a funny lady. She's a funny gal. My parents went and saw Anne Murray in concert when years ago, probably when they were even younger than me. And I think that Anne Murray was upstage singing away and everything. I think she forgot my parents told me she forgot the words, so she said, "Oh shit." So she's not the prissy gal that some of you may think. She's a Canadian singer, and she's awesome. So I don't care. I haven't even listened to it yet. Maybe I won't even like it, but I'm going to try it out and see what happens with Anne Murray. I think she's a lovely lady and a great singer. I think she's got a magical voice. Maybe not everyone's musical style, but I think she does have a magical voice. So we'll give that a whirl. Not much else. I'm looking forward to the SJ Pour Challenge. I'm not sure why they're calling it a challenge. That kind of scares me a little bit. Is it like a challenge to make a decent beer that stacks up to everybody else's beer? Or what's the challenge? I'm not sure, but I'm going to submit one anyway. If it tastes like crap, oh well. No, it won't taste like crap, because I'll brew it ahead of time and I'll try it and taste it and whatnot. If it's good, I'll send it. If it's not, I won't, and I'll send something else. So, but I've tasted a lot of home brews over the years, and I think it's pretty hard to screw it up. I mean, if there's certain rules that you follow, there's my doggy. Hey, my baby. Oh, sorry. Certain rules that you follow, temperature control, don't cover your wort when you boil it, sanitation and things like that, and balance out your recipe fairly well, you're not going to get bad beer. It's impossible. What could possibly go wrong if you do everything right or to the best of your ability, right? So that's why, I don't want any of you guys to be afraid to make beer, because it's very hard to mess up. those cabbage rolls that I made upstairs, I don't know how they're going to taste. I didn't have the ingredients that were recommended to me, so I used something else. I didn't have tomato juice, which is how I used to make them, with making the sauce. So I had other things that I used to make. We'll see how it works. And I just threw stuff in. I was like having a beer, psh, boom, let's throw some of that in there, boom, we'll see what happens. And if the recipe works, I'll do a Craig's Kitchen. So it'll be my cabbage rolls, not the way everyone else makes them, the way I do it. And that's what cooking is all about. It's like brewing, because you're brewing up a recipe. This is Home Brew Wednesday. And I brewed up some cabbage rolls. I've got some beer going on. I do have a brew going, which I'll show. Not that there's anything to see, but... Oh, don't mind my work area there. It's terrible. Terrible mess. Excuse me. That's just a Cooper's IPA, which I didn't do anything to. I just brewed it, the way the can. Well, now I put my 5 and 7 in there, and that. So, I do have it's totally disastrous back there. I can't even believe I showed that. But that's how things get sometimes. And before I do my next brew, I'll certainly clean that, and make sure things are good. Weird that I'm not centered here. And I guess finally, hi. The other things I've got going on, I bought a wine kit. This particular wine kit is a Merlot. It's got the wood chips, oak chips in it. So I don't know if I'm going to do a video on that. I've never done a video on making wine with oak chips. It's not hard. You just add the things to the must, which is like the beer version of wort, and you just add them. So, but I don't know if I can get that cleaned up over there. Maybe I'll do another wine video. I think some people have asked for it. I also have I bought this as well, another one of these, because I like them. And this is an American cream ale. You've heard me do that one lots of times. I like this one. It's a good go-to kit. I'm not switching. I use Cooper's all the time. Okay? I love these ones. They're good. All right? Brew Cooper's all the time. I got that one going on there. Today I bought a Cooper's, what did I buy today? A draft. No, a lager. Just a Cooper's lager. Just a regular old, standard Cooper's lager. And I brewed this one for years and years and years. And I thought, I haven't done this one in a long time, so I'm going to try it. See if it tastes any better now than it did years ago when I brewed it, in my apartment when the temperatures were 85 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm sure it'll be a lot better than it was. And, I personally, I don't want to endorse any particular brewing company. I use Cooper's, I use Muntins, I use the Brewer's Best kits, and I'm thinking, like, if Cooper's wants to step up their game, I don't know if they do, but I'm just thinking, like, if I were Cooper's, I would want to be putting together, kits like this. When you've got all the hops, all the grains. It's one thing to, grab a can opener, throw it together with some sugar and that. And there's different ways you can bump up a Cooper's kit. I mean, I've done it many times. I can't count the times I've taken a Cooper's kit and made it into an awesome beer with added ingredients. But, it would be nice if they would, and I don't know if they watch my videos or not, but they might have heard of me or something. But it'd be nice if they would make a kit with the liquid malt extract and the hops and maybe some grains and some yeast, whatever, and put it all together for people. Because, people love brewing the kits. This thing actually is stopping the light from hitting. I didn't really realize that, so I'm all in the dark. I've been in the dark this whole time. I'll move ahead a little bit here. It's one thing for people when they're just starting out to just get a can and do the whole thing with the can, but once they want to advance in home brewing, they're kind of forced to move on because maybe they don't want to go out and buy all the hops and all the grains and all the things. It's nice to get a box with everything in it, okay? And have it there and say, okay, here is everything I need. I bought a box and it's everything I need. Just like the DIY kit or the microbrew kit. I don't know, just thinking out loud here, you know? That would be cool if they did that. What do you guys think? So that's just my opinion. But I do use Coopers. I use them all the time. I have used them for years. They make great malt extract. They make great homebrew kits. And it would be really cool if we could buy boxes of Coopers and things where you had all the stuff in there that you need to make an advanced homebrew with hops and everything in there. Even like hop extract. You get this little powder. Hop extract. And you add it to your wort. They could, I'm just sorry. I think those are good ideas myself. I'm not an accountant. I don't know how they work. I don't work for them, but I'm just saying. So anyway, I'm out. I'm looking forward to the SJ Pour Challenge, and hope you guys are too. It's the first time I'm going to be entering it. I haven't researched it. I don't know how many bottles I have to submit, but I'll get my button gear and get that going. And that's all I've got for you this week. Don't forget to check out my website, CraigFaraway.com. There's not much there, but the casting calendar is there, the casting grid. So if you want to know when people are broadcasting on Vaughn Live or Justin TV, I've got a grid for you there at CraigFaraway.com, and just click on the casts link, okay? Otherwise, 17crew.com, I'm there all the time. If you've got questions, we've got answers. Boom, there you go. And last but not least, VaughnLive.tv/CraigTube. Please come by on Friday night and check it out. It's a lot of fun, great tunes, great chat, great Skype calls, home brewing talk. It's all there. It's all night. VaughnLive.tv/CraigTube. Hi, David.
Are you even making a video?
No, I'm talking to myself. I am.
Well, you do that
all
a lot.
by myself. So. Shut up. Okay, bye guys. Cheers. Take care. Get out of here.
How am I supposed to tell the difference?